Don Hall from Blues Creek Guitars. I had to deal with a horribly stressed instrument. This guitar was overly stressed, both overly wet and overly dry. What had happened, it caused structural issues that created a very distinct belly in the top. The only way to solve this problem once I got in there to check things out was A, because I had loose braces, structural issues that needed to be contended with, and this was all because of humidity issues. So the first thing I had to do was pull a bridge. So how do you pull a bridge? Sometimes you can pop them real easy with a chisel, but this one I required to use heat. And I use a 1x6 heating blanket. I use a controller that will control the temperature, and I do use a thermometer. And then as this is starting to get ready to pull off, I use a number of different knives. So I can use this little, that is an artist's, I guess you call it a palette knife. So I can use this to get started. So I usually start at the corners, always working from the outside in. Okay, I want to get from the outside in, and I get my wings loosened first. So I'll use the controller at full heat, find it, once I get about 200 degrees, I dial in the variable at about 170. So now as this starts letting me get the bridge loose, I'll work this in underneath here. And I try to work in, and as it's starting to let loose, I work in and I go like this and just kind of rotate. So as that's starting to go, then I'll work this in a little bit more, and then I can actually work off of the knives. So as I get the bridge working, I can kind of work one knife on top of the other so I can do limited finish damage. You know you're going to put some scratches in it, so just try to avoid the worst scratches. So as this starts going, then I just keep piggybacking one on top of the other, bigger, 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 and eventually I can just work into the middles and off it comes. So you can see that the bridge came off reasonably clean. I have some glue here I gotta remove. That goes with it.